Hello and welcome. So I am going to take a look at the Times Cryptic crossword, and this was published on Monday the 13th of October 2025. I was going to have a go at it on the day, but I then attempted the championship final puzzle, and that wore me down, so I left it till this morning. I'm going to give it a go, kind of 30 to 45 minutes, see how it goes. I mean, it's a Monday puzzle, so they tend to be a bit easier. I don't think there's anything else to say really. I'm going to reset the timer and crack on. Crazy Peter returned. Peter's a safe, isn't it? Back to Parkhurst secured. There was an anagram. Peter. Peter's normally a safe. Safe. Back to Parkhurst is a T. Mad. Safe. Secured. Safe. House safe. Back to Parkhurst is a T. Probably got that wrong. Oh well. Answer complex maths problem. Answer's an A. Complex maths, is it just an anagram? Asthma problem, I suppose. Asthma, I'll go with that. Stairs fitted with a new window. Stairs. Fitted. Stairs is only 6 letters. AN is, okay, yeah, it's probably an anagram of that, isn't it? Stained glass, stain. RS doesn't really work. I don't know. My list of windows beyond the Oriel are probably a bit low. Conflict with rowing or rowing has Papa hiding away in shed. Conflict lean to. Conflict is a war. Warp. Hiding away in shed. Conflict. Warpath. Hiding away in shed. Shed is to shy. I mean, normally it's an in, on, or up there. Could be up, couldn't it? Rowing though. I'm going to just go on from there, I think. Popular enthusiast, popular in or hip. He leaves in fan. He leaves electronic band Wunderkind, infant prodigy, I think that is. The prodigy, okay. I know where the T's coming from. In fan, he leaves electronic. Where's that a T? He leaves electronic. Electronic band, HE. I don't know. Anyway, I'll go with infant prodigy. Porky George vacated the city. Porky, GE or GE? The city? Or is it TE? TEL, Porky. Not sure about that. Let's go take those out for now and do that. Instrument essential to diagnosed flu tested. Flu tested is 9 letters. Instrument essential to diagnose would have to be or is it just a nose flute, which is a hidden word? There we go, I think it is. I don't quite know what a nose flute is, it doesn't sound like an instrument. But daughter baking rich cake. Rich cake is 9 letters. Oh, 8 letters, sorry, and D for daughter, which collapses entirely. D. Rich cake. I'm going to leave that D there, I'm not sure about it though. Nameless financier, one making loads of dough. So that's a financier, donor, baker, banker. Baker and banker, yeah, I'll go with that. Where the riders could be Doris Robin and Jason Donovan. Doris, where the riders could be Doris, Robin and Jason. Sherwood, Forest, Wood, where the riders could be. Doris is Dot. Robin, oh, okay, let's move on there. Fumes from hansom cab regularly parked behind motorway. Mass, we've got M for motorway or MI. Regularly suggests it needs to be the ASMA. That doesn't work. Or is it cab regularly? Cab regularly CB doesn't really feel right, but if it's the others, it's HNSM, and that looks even worse. Motorway could be MI. Miasma, is it? Yeah, okay, that's what it is. Support structure bolstered by final column. So let's just put an N into a word for structure, isn't it? Let's stick an N there for now. Or is it beside? No, bolstered by suggests that. Bug in weed. Bug in weed. Not sure about that. Looks like it should be a double definite of some sort. Sole paper in France. Is that Le Monde? Sacking European. Area head of business. Cool. Sole paper in France. So that's Le Monde, which doesn't fit anyway, but sacking European is taking E out. Lemonade, head of business. What's the head of business doing? Some kind of man, head of business. Lemon Soul. Is that right? I don't think it can be. Let's go to the Downs. Family Day Out in Lerner's latest musical. Is that Saint? Family Day Out. Saint. Taking in Lerner's latest is an S. Musical. Musical 244. Gosh. What musicals do I know? I can't think of any with a Guys and Dolls. Doesn't fit. So let's see if this is an F. Dingy, Endless Herbert novel. Dingy or dingy? Dingy. Endless Herbert novel. So just dingy. Safe dodgy dealer importing wraps of Afghani type type of. So the wraps of Afghani are AI, I think. I would say it's with an anagram of dealer around it, but that can't be right. Type of pot. If it's important, it's going to have to be there or there, isn't it? Really. I think it's probably there, if anywhere. But dodgy dealer. I mean, dodgy dealer looks like it should just be an anagram, but wraps of AI suggests to me it needs both the A and the I. Dealer. Not sure. Miserable German school. Free hospital and adult university. Drained exchequer. Well, drained exchequer suggests ER on the end. Adult university suggests AU. What was it, AU? Miserable. German school. Is it adult? AD. German is DAD. School is Eton, Harrow, Desh. Unless this isn't right, but I would have thought electro band is the Prodigy. It's T, the Prodigy. To Prodigy. Okay, so that has to be right, doesn't it? Entrepreneur? No. Okay, let's have a look at this. Officer, and that woman is her. Sheriff. Play the same thing over. Riff. She riff. Fair enough. Honey something. Plant lychees on UK ground. Okay, honey suckle. Oops. Layout. Old lady upset in a frenzy. I don't know AP, do I? But what I've got conflict with rowing or rowing. Has Papa hiding away in shed. I mean, set to, set on. Papa hiding away. Maybe let's take a P out of that. Shed is to, not sure, okay. Layout, old lady, upset. Old lady is Ma, isn't it? Ma. I feel like I've got too many letters there. And in a frenzy. Let's go on to nice voters. Turned out to embrace very advanced politician. Nice voters is 10. Turned out to embrace very advanced, which is VA. conservative, is that? Conservative. We've got nice voters. Let's just take it out. NICE VOTERS. I think so. I think that's correct. Conservative. Okay. Right, eggy bread that preceded digestive. Digestive. It's a strange spelling of digestive. Eggy bread is French toast, isn't it? So should we just put French toast in there and hope it's okay based on the letters? So digestive is a toast, a French toast, isn't it? So that's it. Literally, it's a French toast. Okay, there we go. Matinee idol Nick oppressed by hot temperature in our home. I mean, these letters are correct, the E and the R. Matinee idol. Are we actually looking for a real film star? Or hot temperature is HT. To nick is to steal. Or it could be the prison, the can, the stir. In our home. Our home is Earth, isn't it? Heart throb. Think. Rob is to steal. Earth is our home. H for hot. And where's the other H coming from? Hang on. H. Oh, I've misspelled it. That's why. Heart. Earth. Oh, T. Temperature in Earth. Yeah, there we are. I think that's right. I'm going to put heartthrob is definitely a matinee idol. Or vice versa. Dark brown animal with Arab on board. Well, Arab I think is just AR. Dark brown is... Oh, my colours are not great. Where's that going? Let's keep going. We've got some letters going in quite nicely. Complaint leads to cross. Where am I at? 11 minutes. Not too bad, is it? Compared to... I'm almost through all the clues compared to the championship, which took me 20 odd minutes. Complaint leads to argument, leaving one cross. Leads to argument is BAAL, leaving one cross. Complaint. So that suggests it should be an AL there, shouldn't it? Or is it an ALI? Complaint. Cross. Not sure of that. AL. I'll leave that there as a bit of a thing. Portend, compiler breaking leg. Compiler's E. Me, sorry. Or is it I'm? Portend is to... What's portend? Isn't portend to kind of expect something to happen? Kind of a... Compiler is either me or I'm. Im. Breaking leg. IGL. Gamel. Doesn't really work, does it? So leg... Not sure what that's going then. A little tango is, well, that'd be an ad, but that doesn't work, does it? T for tango. Commercial's an ad. Commercial, was it TAD? TAD, okay. That looks a bit happier. So there's, where am I at? 13 minutes, read everything through. Quite a few things there. Don't know what this is. This is a dab or a dob. Sole paper. In France, head of business is a B. European area. Sol, dab. Area for European in France. Paper in France is I don't know. I don't know if that's right either, do I? Sol. I don't know what Sab is. Dub. Dab. Dob. Dub. So look at this one. Financial support. That N could be somewhere else, can it? Could be there. Which would be, it's not splinter, spinster, spin, no, by final column, support is, not coming to me. This one, where the riders could be, oh yeah, what's that, 5, 3 and a 5, Doris, Robin and Jason. I don't know. Let's have a look at one across again. So, crazy Peter. I mean, it could be an anagram of Peter. Returned back to Parker. Secured is Okay, let's assume that's DE. So this was the family day out. Taking in learner's loss, which is an S. That's now around family day, which is 9 letters. Has got a D in it. Has got an S as well, but it needs to take that in. I don't think safe is very good. Safe, secured though, safe. Does feel good for safe, but I can't get either of those, can I? So, oh, My Fair Lady now. My Fair Lady. I do know that one. Good. What's this? D. Oh, daughter. Okay, daughter. Well, no, I said D for daughter. Rich cake is collapses entirely. Dak. Ditch. Dick. What did this need? This needed an A add. Didn't need add a. Have I got any spare D's? No, I haven't. Adult. This one, Porky George. Porky George vacated the city. That can't be GE, can it? The can't be T either, can it? Porky George vacated the city. No, not coming to me. So something like this one. Crazy is mad. Peter returned. That's got to be mad, hasn't it? Made fast. I can't take that. What's this? Faint. Wraps of Afghani type of pot. Let's have a look at D first. D. Dingy. Endless is ding. Herbert novel. Are we talking Herbert Wells, H.G. Wells, or are we talking something else? Dingy. Dull. We're looking for a synonym dingy, and then take it off to make a novel that I don't know. Stairs fitted with a new window. Stairs. Alright, let's go back to the German. Miserable German school. Miserable. Adult. Actually, I was thinking that is EUR ending, but I don't think it has to be that way. Trained exchequer, I think it's got to be EU. It does look like it should be a year, shouldn't it? UER. Adult would be Nader, not Schadenfreude. But then, if that's the case, I can't see that one. I'm going to go and do it. Scroll. Miserable. German school. Free hospital. And adult free hospital is... free. Rid. Adult university, is that really ADU? Not sure about that. Put that in back in. Let's just look at that again. Instrument, essential to things, yeah, cross. There, yeah, nice flute. Go with that. So what's this? I'm going to have to go look at it, aren't I? Daughter baking rich cake. I'm going to have to get the old pen and paper out then. Rich cake. I've got rid of the C. One of the C's. I've got rid of an R. Deck chair. Okay, which collapses entirely. Deck chair, good. Nice. Okay, what's going on there then? A for adult, university. Oh, maybe it's just an AUER then, adult. Hospital would be a H. Or is that hand? Pandora. I don't know what that word is. Got no feel at the moment. Dark brown. Animal. Camel. Caramel. Yeah. Caramel. Fair enough. This one, buggy and weed. Is that a nettle? I think to bug someone is to nettle them, isn't it? That must be an omen then. Which is on That makes sense. Portend, compiler breaking leg. Leg on. Okay, leg is cricket side, isn't it? So it's 3-day event. I don't understand why 3-day event is that, but I'll come back to that. Where the riders could be is definitely a 3-day event. Doris, Robin and Jason. Yeah, I don't get that. Not going to try and get that yet. Complaint leads to argument, leaving 1 cross. Okay, well it's not too bad. So I've got two down the bottom, 2 up here, and quite a few up there. 20 minutes. That's not too terrible. This feels like it should be easier than it is. Porky George vacated the city. Porky. My Fair Lady's correct. I'm fairly happy with that. And French Toast, I'm happy with that. So it has to be LE. This one is hard because I don't know types of pot, which I take to be a I take that to be a bit of pottery pot that I know, as opposed to any kind of druggy thing. This conflict with rowing or rowing, or tears, could be rowing, tears, lines, has Papa, hiding away his shed. Well, shed is always lean to. Why would that be? Lean to. Why would that be lean to? If it is. And what's that going to be? Layout. In a frenzy. Lady upset in a frenzy. Lean to his shed. Conflict with rowing. Or rowing. Conflict with. Papa though doesn't really want to fit in there, so if I was losing Papa, where would I get that from? P, lean, leppen, doesn't really work. Top. Layout, old lady, upset and in a frenzy. A frenzy's a do. Layout is to layout money. I'm going to take those out for now because I really can't see where they're going. This one, stairs fitted with a new window. Fan. That must be dingy white novel. Why would that be dingy? Din. Could it be din? Dan. Dune. Frank Herbert novel is Dune, isn't it? Okay, I'll go with that. Dune. Frank Herbert. Right, Dune. Okay, so that makes fan. Flight, fanlight. There we are. My that must be FA. My windows coming to the fore there. This must be a miserable German. Schadenfreude. Open. Shoppen. Gosh, shoppen. Schopenhauer. There we are. Schopenhauer. Really? I think I would guess that's right. School for sure. Free is open. H for hospital. A for adult. U for university, and ER on the end of it. I'll go with that. Okay, that looks a bit happy now. 23 minutes, doesn't it? Still got those 3. I'm now the worst corner is the bottom right corner. Still don't know what this is though. Porky. There's just not many words that fit there really. Lee. It's not going to be anything that's. I don't think it can be anything but a vowel. And if it's a vowel, there's not many vowels fit there either. U, liège, lee. Okay, liège, lie. It's porky liege. Okay, fain. Is that offence? Fience. I had that in the Guardian that I tried the other day. I think it was the Isetti Pasquale one that I struggled on, and I didn't trust the wordplay on that. So yeah, offence is dodgy dealer. Good, right, okay, that's nice. That's not nice though in terms of finance and shopping, whatever. So yeah, these last few bits, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to finish this top corner because that doesn't really look like I know what to do with it. This I feel like I should be able to get to. Support structure bolstered by final column. Structure. I suppose structure can be anything, can't it? It doesn't have to be a column-y one. Probably is a... If that were complaint, beef. Beef. Oh, beef is a complaint. Beefali? Is that really possible? I don't know. Oh, let's try and spell it correctly. Beefali? That doesn't seem right. Beef is, yeah, if you've got a complaint, you've got a beef. Leads to an argument, leaving is AL. One for that. Maybe. What's this? Sole paper in France. Sacking European. It'd be nice to confirm that with an A, really, wouldn't it? I don't feel like Bifali can be right though. Cross. But it'd be at least nice to confirm that the A is right or wrong. I mean, that's got to be an E or an O, hasn't it? Which doesn't really help me much. I don't think the N can go there, can it? Finiter. Could be. Could be there actually. Fine actor. Support is structure. £26. I was just having a look at the time, really. Sol is loan. Sol paper. Paper is ID. Papers is ID, really. In France, sacking European area. Head of business. Well, head of business in B. European area. I mean, that suggests I've got to be getting towards Sol, which is... Not sure, that was definitely tad, wasn't it? A little is a tad, and T for tango, and an ad for commercial, fair enough. That doesn't have to be an I, that's the only thing, really. So it'd be good to get one or the other of these. Support, bolstered by final column. I should probably just get on an alphabet trawl it, really, shouldn't I? W. So support is... It could be anything like backing. It's probably going to be something like that, I suppose. By my disaster. Support decanter. Joy. That was a pinator, pineltor. What the pia? Structure. W. Wilter. So what I'm thinking is, if the N goes there, then it's a EIA word or an RIA word. RIA. None of which seems good at the moment. Tia. Tiastal. Don't know. Why? No. Unlikely. Pia. Leah. Lender. Structure. I'm not really focused on what a structure can be. I think this Bifali word's completely wrong, really, but I don't know what to do with it because the alley bit, leaving one cross. I assume cross is going to be the name of a cross, like a Maltese cross, rather than a being angry, I think. So what have I got here? ZX here. Nothing really kind of occurring to me there. I think probably the N is there though. Support is... I really want structure to be a plan, but I don't think that's going to work. Pilanta. Pillator. Pillar. No, so again, sole paper. I've got no idea what to do with this clue in terms of... I've been 30 minutes. Sole paper in France. My French, apart from the newspaper Le Monde, sacking European. Paper in France. I cannot think what the French word for paper is at this moment. Head of business has to be that B on the end, doesn't it? So, are we looking at an A for area, which gives us dab, and if it's a dab, I don't know what that means. Sole, sole something dab, paper in France, sacking European. Devil dab. E and I are not great letters to alpha draw really, so let's have a look at these ones at the top. Conflict with rowing or rowing. So what do I know for rowing? Rowing is just sculling. Conflict's normally set to. Shed is a lean to, but if that was an O for lean to, what's this? Layout. Old lady upset. Old lady's Ma, isn't it? But and inner frenzy. Amok. I'm going to... Amok is a frenzy, but why layout would be KO, knockout. Yep. Okay, that's probably going to be a... I'm going to go with that being a lean-to. I can't quite see why it's a lean-to. Conflict with rowing. Has Papa hiding away shed? I don't think... I mean, let's just think back. Well, if Papa is hiding, then that'd be a P there. That doesn't seem very likely. Or a P there, wouldn't it? Neither of those seems very likely to me. Is there something clever going on with Papa? Oscar comes first. I don't know. I can't see. I'm going to put that in as lean to. Just leaves these 2 or 3 down here that I really think are probably going to be on me at this point. Because that, whatever I put in there, could be Deb. What's Dab? I mean, it's got to be a vowel. Dab, Deb, Dub. Dub's a good word to put in there. Dib and Dob. I mean, they're all good, but they're all bad, you know? None of them really gives you a phrase that I can think of. Dub. And if it is dub, I need to put European area. I think area's got to be an A though, really. Sacking European. I think it's just a word for a French word for paper, probably. Without the D, an E, sorry. And I cannot think what the French word for paper is. And I generally resent having to be expected to know French words, given that I decided not to take it past a certain point in school. And that was good, pretty much 40 years ago now. So, soul. Is that? I think that's lemon dab. You know, Le Monde. Yeah, I said Le Monde early on. I did say lemon when I started. Le Monde. So what is this? Leads to 1 cross. Leads to argument leaving 1. Beef. Is that beef? 1 is O. I don't get the O, but or is it saying put them into? If that's that, what am I trying to get to? Cross suggests to me it should be the kind of going across the answer or something, but complaint. I'm never very good when I'm needed to expect. I'm expected to think of complaints. If it's illnesses, because I try and avoid being ill, so complaint. I think it's probably looking at that answer. Actually, maybe it is. Maybe it's an answer. Where am I getting B though? Leads to argument is AL, leaving 1. Leads suggests it needs to be the A and the L. I can't see where that's coming from. 3-day event. Well, riding 3-day eventing is a horse riding competition, so I think where the riders could be would have to be that. What Doris, Robin, and Jason are doing. Oh, Doris Day, Robin Day, and Jason Day, who I've never heard of. So yeah, it's a 3-day event. Fair enough. Support structure. This one I can't quite see. Right, well, as there's only 2 left, I'm going to have a quick think to myself, put the video in pause and have a think and see if I can come up with anything. Well, I've had a big old alpha trawl through this, trying different letters in here and so on, and I just can't unravel it, so I'm going to hit the check button if I can find it. Now check grid. Oh yeah, so that was an AL, didn't I? Let's see if I got that much right, at least. Beefalo. I don't really believe that, but check grid. Yep, Beefalo. I think that was an N, but it might be in the other place. No, it wasn't the N, so the N must be there, mustn't it? No, it's not an N. Okay. So I don't know what our last word is. Let's have a look. See what it is. Real word. Yeah, I know I've finished it, so to speak. Pilaster. Okay, I was never getting to that one. Pilaster. Wow. Okay. That's a peer and a last, I suppose. I don't know. Was it, or is it plaster around? Yeah, not getting that one. Right, let's go through. Let's go through the clues as best I can. There were some tough ones in there to pass, I think. Right, crazy is mad. A Peter is a name for a safe. So safe returned is the EFAS, and then the back to Parkhurst is the T of Parkhurst. Secured is made fast. That's simple. That's simple enough to do that one. A for answer, and then anagram and maths. Complex is your anagram indicator, and asthma is a problem for those who have it. A fanlight is a type of window. Stairs are a flight. Put an A for A and an N in there, gives you fanlight. Right, this one, conflict with rowing has Papa hiding away in shed. Well, a shed is a lean-to. Leap and to. I can't get that one. I don't understand what's going on there. So that's the first one today that isn't good. Popular is in. An enthusiast is a fan. And then electronic one about band is the Prodigy. Take the he out of the, leaves you to prodigy. And a Wunderkind, German word for infant prodigy. A porky, as in porcupine. Cockney rhyming slang is a lie. George vacated is take the letters out of George, leaving the GE, which gives you Liège, which is a city, I think, in Belgium. We've got the nose flute, which is an instrument. Essentially is your hidden word indicator that it goes across diagnose, flu tested. D for daughter, and then anagram of rich cake gives you deck chair. Baking is your anagram indicator, and deck chairs, yeah, I think people are better at putting them up these days than they were, but they can collapse entirely. Nameless is saying take an N out of banker, who's a financier, so banker becomes baker, and bakers make a lot of dough, and as a surface. That's quite good, isn't it? Nameless financier, one making lots of dough. Right, where the riders could be. So 3-day eventing is a horse trials thing. We've got Doris Day, Robin Day, and Jason Day. Not sure who Jason Day is, but anyway, that's how you get that answer. Fumes must be a miasma. They need the regular letters from hansom cab, which are the 2nd, 4th and 6th of hansom, ASM, and the 2nd of cab. And then park that behind the motorway, so the M1 motorway. Right, okay, a pilaster is a column, is a type of column, I vaguely remember now. A support structure is a pier, and final is last. So there you go, pilaster. To bug someone is to nettle them, and a weed. Nettle is a type of weed. Sole, so lemon dab, it's some kind of lemon sole. It's kind of food you eat, isn't it? Some kind of fish, sole fish, lemon dab. Paper is Le Monde. The French paper is Le Monde, meaning the world. Sacking, E for European, so take that off. And then A for area, and head of business is a B. And I actually had that on the first pass, pretty much. I had the Le Monde. So yeah, just I'm not familiar with lemon dab though. So I think I even said lemon could be lemon sole. So yeah, I feel okay about that, I think. So on the downs we've got Family Day is an anagram of My Fair Lady. Out is your anagram indicator, and then taking in learners latest, so the last letter of learner is an R, so put that into that anagram, gives you the musical My Fair Lady. June is a novel by Frank Herbert, and now made into a series of films. Endless is saying take the E off of June, gives you done, which is dingy. We've got a type of pot, faience. Dodgy dealer is a fence, importing the wraps of Afghani. So I assume wraps means take the A and the I, because that's how it plays out. Miserable German is Schopenhauer. I would say that is from I did German slightly longer than I did French, so I can at least pronounce words. School is SCH. Free is open. H for hospital. A for adult, U for university, and take the letters out of exchequer, drain it, leaving you the ER. An officer, a sheriff is an officer. That woman is she. Play the same thing over and over again is to riff. We've got what have we got here? We've got honeysuckle, which is a plant. That's your definition. Lychees on UK is an anagram of honeysuckle. Round is your anagram indicator. If you lay out old lady, upset, so layout is to KO for knockout, old lady is ma, upset means put it upwards, which gives you a mock coming downwards, which is a frenzy. Nice voters is an anagram of conservatives, turned out is your anagram indicator, but we also need to put in a V and an A there to finish it off, and a conservative is a politician. Politician is your definition. Eggy bread is French toast, and that precedes a digestive. So a digestive is obviously a toast in France. Toast someone, make a speech and raise a glass to them, type of toast, I'm guessing. Matinee idol is a heartthrob. Nick is to rob, and then we've got oppressed by, so I guess oppressed by is saying it's got everything else on top of it. Well, H for hot, and then temperature, one of the T's going in our home. Well, our home is earth. Dark brown is caramel, sorry. An animal is a camel with AR on board, so AR for Arab going on board, so camel with AR comes caramel. Beefalo, I do not know what beefalo is, but complaint is a beef, and then leads to A for argument, leaving, and one is an O, of course it is. Yeah, for some reason I couldn't see that O for one. And a cross, beefalo, whatever that is, I don't know. Portend is an O. If you portend something, it's an omen. We've got compiler is me, breaking leg. So in cricket, there's the leg side and the off side, but leg is, well, there's on and off sides, but sometimes on is known as leg. And a little is a tad, T for tango, NATO phonetic alphabet, and an ad is a commercial, as in an advert. So there we go. In the end, just Pilaster did for me, I think, because I forgot to put back in the AL of Beefalo. So that's not too bad, I suppose, but 45 minutes given on it. Just couldn't undo that Pilaster. I'm not familiar with that. Not familiar with lemon dabs, particularly Fiance, Schopenhauer. God, there are quite a few in there, aren't there, that aren't so familiar. But there we go. And the nose flute. I can't even tell you what a nose flute is other than it's an instrument. So there we are. Thank you for watching.